Today it is time to change this garden over from summer planting to fall planting. And man, we've got our work cut out for us. Check out these gorgeous flowers. We have got the largest zucchini, at least one of them. There's about 10 more where this one came from. There are eggplants and tomatoes galore. We've got peppers. Come around here, let me show you what else is happening. We dug all these potatoes. Here's what's remaining from these beds here. Lots and lots of tomatoes. We've got these gorgeous peppers growing on the plants here. We've got tomatoes, y'all. They are leaving the building. They're like exiting. They did not want to climb the trellis this year, so they are all out here laying down on the job, and you can see all these tomatoes here just kind of fruiting and doing their thing. We've got the most beautiful basil all going to seed. Look at this stuff, so beautiful. The bees are loving it. And of course, more giant zucchini and a few more eggplants, a few more zucchini, lots of basil. We're going to clear out most of this, get ready for the fall season. So stay tuned, see what we do. All right, so eggplant goes.
Yeah, eggplant.
What do you think?
Honestly, eggplant and the zucchini.
Zucchini for sure. Clearly you're done with that.
Yeah, we ate a ton of it, and then I just in the last few weeks like
you're like, I'm done. Okay, good. So we'll pull the zucchini and the eggplant.
This tomato plant and this one have produced. The other ones, for whatever reason, I mean, I usually
just didn't do anything.
They just didn't do anything. Yeah.
Boo. Do you want to take these tomatoes off that are crazy?
So,
yeah. You want to just harvest all the green and let them ripen?
Honestly, no.
No,
We'll
just let it be.
Yeah. I
Okay.
feel like
Too much work.
we're not eating a ton of tomatoes.
Okay.
and-
You want to just stick them in the compost pile?
yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, so pull all the tomatoes.
Yeah.
Pull the zucchini and the eggplant.
The squash, the yellow squash can go.
Okay. The peppers
yeah.
are still producing if you like them.
Let's try it. If we need
Okay.
to like clean them up and
They don't take up a lot of room.
yeah,
So.
and it's nice because they're already big.
Your
so
flowers still look so pretty. I really don't want to touch those if you're okay with that.
It sounds great.
We're bringing some pansies in, but I don't know. Like that, you've even got snapdragons still. It's
I know.
crazy.
It's funny. It's just stuck it out.
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna rip out squash, zucchini, eggplant, tomatoes, leave the peppers. Somehow you got lemon balm. I'm gonna take that out.
Ain't that? I know.
But you never had lemon balm in
I
here.
did a long
You
time ago.
did?
The first time you came over here, we pulled it all out.
Oh, because this was thyme.
It was in the time.
The thyme is gone.
I wonder if my landscapers pulled that out. And also, I'm like, I already saw what's happening in the front. I planted the mint and the thyme in my like stone garden beds up there, and they have all
Taken
that stuff
over?
on the side of the fence is mint. They
Oh,
got out,
amazing.
and they're all over. So I'm like, potentially they made it here.
Oh, they jumped.
lemon balm
They
up there,
jumped all the way. Okay, great. So we'll get this out of here. We'll leave the peppers, eggplant. We're just gonna do like a massive pulling.
Long time to come. We had those Japanese beetles, and they just like, shredded it.
Shoot. But now it looks gorgeous.
I feel like we should leave it.
Leave it. And you can cut back the flowers if you want and get more. Okay, great. We brought, and Sydney's on her way with more plants. So we'll just get it all out and then see. We have broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage, and then greens and stuff like that.
Great.
Okay, awesome. So I would love to have a little, do you still have your little table
Yeah.
to like put harvest out here? That would be really fun. They're so pretty.
Those are the red and when they're really tiny. That's still like okay. Now it's like this is over. But we can still put it up there like a harvest.
Not pretty.
You can buy them that size, so I think this has just been out here too long. But the little baby ones are so cute and so delicious.
So you get them even sooner than that?
Oh yeah, I'll pick them when they're like coin sized, and you just slice them in half, and they're really tender.
So fun. All right, so do you want to keep the plant or you want to pull it? Okay. Let's see. Ah, it's huge. These are the Gardenary seeds. We didn't plant. Is it Gardenary seeds? What was it? I know we planted because I can remember you saying like, I just want one plant. Or I just want a few plants. Maybe we put plants in here. All right, let's see here. We got a plant. Yeah, they won't taste quite as good. These are more the size you want, yeah. It makes some serious zucchini bread. Carter. Fine. Oh, I see a ton of squash you have in there. You are the land of gourds. We need a bigger harvest table. Or we just put all the zucchini on the floor. I think that's the solution.
There, by the loopy.
We did a meme like in the summer, and it's like teach a man to fish, and you fed him for a day or give a man a fish. You fed him for a day. Teach a woman to garden, and the whole neighborhood gets zucchini. So like you are.
Everybody got to teach it.
I told Carter, I was like, this is the meme. Like, we can just do this video. You are like very successfully growing a melon family. I mean,
Love it, soil.
it's impressive. Tons. All right. Y'all get Betsy all in this huge tomato. So how did the potato thing go?
Oh, they were like rampant, happy, and healthy. And there are tons of them in there. I know it. So I think some will still go to seed, and I'll probably get potatoes in the fall again.
So did you just cut them back?
No, you know what happened is they got overrun with weeds. So I had the landscapers just help me because I should have taken a picture of it before I had them help me. It was insane.
Really?
The weeds were all, like gumming over the brick wall.
I wonder why they got so many weeds.
For whatever reason, those two beds are worse than the others, even if they have coverage. So I just try to stay on top of them, and it's not a bad deal. But I felt lost in the summer. Did we decide we're pulling eggplants?
That's what I was doing.
Great,
Especially the ones that don't look good. So maybe when we pruned back the thyme, it gave the lemon balm, I don't know, some space.
Well, I had a huge time. Was awesome all summer until it got that desperately hot.
Oh, really?
There. Yeah, and then
the lemon balm
I
took
came out
over?
here recently and it was totally dead, and I could see that it was dead, but I didn't pull it out, so I'm not sure what happened there.
That's so funny because there's no sign of it. Do you want to keep this one? Doesn't have a lot of fruit, but it does have a lot of flowers.
I was thinking I cut some of the branches back.
Okay.
Thinking we'll just see if maybe now that it has more sunlight, it'll be happier.
Yeah, okay.
4 weeks
You should
ago.
have seen us cutting them. It was pretty funny. We're going to do that meme, teach a woman to garden and the whole neighborhood gets zucchini.
Although these are not edible zucchini anymore. The zucchini are.
Those are now officially baseball bats and
Yes.
weapons.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to take off like anything that doesn't look healthy. And then hopefully that'll kind of pick up your peppers. So, okay, did you say we're pulling this sunshine?
I think so,
squash?
yeah.
Okay. Sunburst.
Sunburst squash.
And where did you get it?
No, I don't mind at all. This is great.
Okay. Whoa. That lady just fell out. All right, I'm thinking of pulling this snapdragon because it does look kind of tired. Is that okay?
Yeah. You know what's funny is the oregano did not do much after the spring. It just took a break
Mine
and never saw it again.
I basically could be an oregano farmer right now. But if anyone in the world needs oregano,
what year is it at? I'm wondering.
3.
What year? 3rd?
Oh, yours might be too tired.
Yeah, maybe. That's what I'm thinking might be the case. This might have been my 4th summer.
So for this calendula, do you want to
I've been pulling some of it because
just pull it? and
yeah,
start
I just feel like
fresh?
it's looking so dry.
Did this come up from seed? This is what we planted
Yes,
from
we
seed?
did. Those are gardenary seeds, I'm pretty sure too, right?
Yeah,
You guys have those?
awesome.
Yeah, those were beautiful. They had their moment in the sun.
The good news is, yeah, we're in
get to do that
control of
from
our
home.
own fate. And then the bad news is we're in control of our own fate.
Yeah.
It's like you can see it both ways. And I've lost my pruners again.
I saw it.
I've lost 2 pairs so far. Oh, there's the silver ones too. It's already looking tidy.
It does look a lot better.
Just getting those zucchini out, I think. So now that you did it, I don't think you got, I think the previous year, did you get that much zucchini?
Yeah, we did. We got, I got a ton
So
of
would
zucchini.
you do it again?
Oh yeah, I loved it.
Okay, it's just that you got tired of it.
Oh, and honestly, it was more just that like I couldn't, every time I came out here, I was depressed about the state of it. And so it was hard to choose to come look at it, because then you grab a couple zucchini and you're like, and now I'm just going to leave this place in a mess. And so I kind of just gave up because of that.
Betsy, we got to do some garden therapy for you.
We do need to.
It's okay to face it 5 minutes at a time, just do a little bit.
That's what I need. I wish you could have seen this situation. I've only called the landscapers in one other time, and
You were like, okay.
I was like, I can't do it.
You're like, you've got it.
I don't know. I don't honestly know how he did it.
Do you know we have this client? She is so cool. I've never heard of this. She having an agrarian year is what she's calling it.
Whoa.
So she got a garden with us. She started beehives and rented chickens.
Rented
And then
chickens.
she's
What
making
does-
sourdough.
Okay,
she
this is
just like,
almost all my life. We have beehives we put in up there this summer.
did
We
you?
have honey. I'll bring a jar out for you guys. It's so delicious.
Are you serious?
It's so good. And I'm doing sourdough for the first time this summer.
Okay, so you.
But the chickens, how does a person rent
So it's
chickens?
like a rental. She said she ended up not liking it because they actually, like, she said she didn't like the house they were in. She felt like it was too small.
Okay.
And, she didn't have, like, if she let them out, she didn't really have the space for them to roam.
Yeah.
But basically, they just bring the chickens to you in this little house and you rent them and
And then they
learn how to take care of chickens and you get the eggs.
Fascinating.
Yeah, it's cool. So
I'm going to Google that, because I would like chickens. I
I can ask her
I
about
wanna
it.
take
But
care
I
of
just
little
thought
babies.
that's so neat, like an agrarian year.
yeah.
So cool.
That's really cool. And then it also lets you off the hook. At the end of the year, you're like, yeah, I'm not going to be that person.
Yeah, I think she's taking it and like she has such a cool mentality about it because there's not like a game plan or like a end goal.
Yeah.
It's like I'm learning skills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, we should make this a thing.
Kale. Is that the kale?
Oh, we have kale up there. You don't like the bok choy.
I've never seen bok choy and pak choy.
It's basically the same.
Same thing.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember. I feel like you didn't love it the first year.
We didn't eat much of it.
Okay.
I like it when it's a baby shape and it's hard to eat that much of it.
Okay.
Gosh, maybe a few.
Few? Okay.
Somewhere.
Yeah. How about collards? That's a different taste too.
I did not eat collards, but my Aunt Maureen was telling me all about how she's cooking them, and I was like, well,
Okay.
maybe I've just missed the mark.
Okay. All right.
So
let's
see what Brady's out here in these leaves.
This parsley you have, I feel like if we just cut it back,
Yeah, maybe it'll be
it
fine.
won't be so
Okay.
bicolored. So last time what we did is broccoli down here, and I was thinking doing the same thing because that worked well.
Yeah.
All right, what should we say? Cabbage, cauliflower. You want any, all, some, none?
I think all.
Yeah?
Some cabbage, some
Cauliflower?
cauliflower and broccoli for sure.
Okay.
Those are like the big ones.
Oh,
last year.
good. So I think last year what we did is like cabbage here.
Yes, we did. It was
And
more
then
cabbage than we
cauliflower.
needed.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah, so maybe less
like
cabbage.
two?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't even know is it possible to put them on the corner? A couple little corners and make them.
They'll grow like a ball, like, kind of they'll grow in the same shape as the broccoli, but we could just do like 2 instead of 4 if you want to. This is always that funny time of year where you're like, part of me just wants to rip everything out of my garden because I love a completely clean
I know.
slate.
I was thinking that.
And then the other part of me is like, no, I worked so hard to keep this plant alive. I don't want to kill it.
I would be up for doing it if you think it's worth it. I mean,
I think you're fine. You have so much space. And during this season, it's honestly beneficial to keep because it'll give some shade while everything else grows.
okay.
It's kind of like shocking to have everything pulled like to the soil, I think. I'm just going to let that be its own massive thing, like it wants to be. Those Angelonia, those will last all the way till frost.
I would love it. That's
Yeah.
great. These things are so pretty.
I love those flowers.
And then the cilantro, are we doing the middle?
Yeah, so I had laid it kind of at a catty corner. You could put it on the edge. You can do,
In
I
between
would
the
give
kale?
space, but maybe even like right here.
Okay.
Too.
So,
Well, you said when you get a set, grab there's a cabbage.
yeah.
You want to do just one here?
I think
One in each corner?
I
That
think
would be
so,
4
yeah.
cabbages.
Yeah, that sounds like a perfect amount.
Okay.
We probably ate about 4.
They leave. So I have this kale where basically they completely deteriorated it. Like Carter even came over and he's like, "What's wrong with your kale?" But now all the leaves are fine. It was like
It came back.
if it's a plant that keeps going,
You just let it live there.
they'll just like eventually they'll eat all that they can, and then finally they'll like let you have it. It doesn't always happen.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll just do 1 cabbage. You have a huge root on there.
Oh, though I think that was because the
There he
slugs kind of took over this
so they were
spring.
eating them.
And I think the newts, because I had a lot of them in the springtime.
They're so good for garden health.
Oh, good.
Literally.
That's good to know. I
Yeah.
was happy to have them because of the slugs.
They're not going to really bother your plants, and they're so good for pest
Excellent.
control. Arugula.
Oh, yeah.
Arugula. Sorry, I got lightheaded.
Spinach.
Spinach, I'll leave you seeds. It's too early right now. Maybe we can come back.
Yeah.
up in a month.
Boy, that spinach, I miss it. It's so nice.
We could do, I don't know if it would, if you're like, you don't like the carrots, right?
No.
And did you enjoy the radishes or no?
I didn't mind them. We just didn't eat that many of them.
Okay, so no carrots, but beets and arugula and some lettuce.
Yeah.
And then I'll leave you with spinach and
Okay.
we can try the spring mix on one. We could do like
See what
spring mix
happens.
on one side and arugula on the other.
Okay.
You want to do that? Okay, I'm going to go grab. I just need some water. So she's like, even if you're just sitting outside, like under a patio, your body is like processing energy better than if you're indoors. I think about my kids just like sitting in class all day. And then like, everybody gets diagnosed with like ADHD and all this stuff in your life. They're like, maybe we just need to go outside.
Touch grass.
Maybe we're just like sick of being indoors so much. What's crazy to me is in middle school, so here in Illinois it was not like this, but here they only have PE for one 6-week period.
6
That's
weeks?
it?
And then the rest of it goes to like art and computer science. I'm like, your body needs to work out every day.
Yeah. That's wild.
Especially if you're 12 and you're changing, like every day you need to run or something. All right, I have got a ton of food behind me that we just pulled from the garden. Let me show you how we took some things out and planted for fall and the things that we left to keep going for a couple more months. I'll show you the harvest at the end. All right, let's start on this side. We've got Swiss chard that we pruned to be a little bit healthier. We staked some peppers. We cut a lot of peppers off these plants. We added broccoli down the center. This Angelonia and Snapdragon we're going to keep in the garden for a little bit longer. We've got broccoli, and then we've got lettuce seed on both sides, arugula and black-seeded Simpson. We kept the parsley. We're going to let this tomato run a little bit longer. And then we added 1 cabbage here at the end, some cilantro and some kale. Back here, we're doing cauliflower and cabbage. So we've got cabbages down here, cauliflower here, a little bit of kale and cilantro, then more cauliflower on this side. Let's go back to this other side, and then I'm going to show you the harvest. So we're running the irrigation on this side. I'm getting wet. We've got cauliflower, loads of lettuce seeds, and we're keeping these peppers because they're going to take off when it comes into the fall season. And then we've got more broccoli, cabbage, kale, and cilantro in this bed too. And here is the harvest. I don't know if we have enough zucchini, so I'm going to be maybe getting a few more of those plants for next time. No, seriously, Betsy told me that they got a ton of zucchini. They just got tired of harvesting it. So that's what we have left, probably, I don't know, 15, 20 pounds worth. We have these beautiful little squash. We have some tomatoes. We have these cute little fairy tale eggplants. We have lots of bell peppers. And then we've also got some acorn squash out there going rogue in the garden. So this is just really the end of the summer haul. She said she's been pulling from it all season long, and now we're planted up and ready for the next season.